Okay, YouTube, let's say you've never been to a coin shop before and you're wondering what's going to happen. So when you walk in, one of the first things you might do is say, I'd like to see some dollar coins. And they may hand you a box like this, loaded to the gills with Morgan dollars and Peace dollars. And if you go through and maybe you say, I like this one, I'm going to buy it. But on your first trip in, I would recommend very rapidly gravitating towards one coin quickly and buying it. It sends a message to the coin dealer that you're here to buy. And usually that's a good thing for them. They like people to buy because time is money and they have to sell a lot of coins to make money. Now, if you notice this box, I've arranged the dates pretty much in order by date. And this runs all the way up into the 1900 ones, 1901s, including semi-key date 1903. And it also goes to 21, which they made several of those, and then it starts in on Peace dollars. I have several of them in the box now, including that fairly nice looking 35S. Now I put a few other coins in the end of this just to fill out the box, including a copper round that's the design of the Standing Liberty. And I've got some seated coinage that I've made videos of. I have modern proof quarters in here. I have a half-ounce round, and as it goes out, there's a Standing Liberty. And then I have some 64 Kennedys in the box. On all, this box is holding, there's some 40% Kennedys. This box is holding 66 of these card mounts in it. And the whole thing is pretty heavy. And that is one way that you oftentimes shop coins in a dealer. Now, a dealer may also have a tray similar to this one. It's kind of a big tray, and he may have several coins sitting on it like that. And so in a lot of these, they'll have like a 2x2 box that the flip or mount fits directly in, and they they'll hand you the tray and you pick out a coin or two off of it that you want. Either way, it's usually what you'll see. And as to how much chit-chatting the dealer might want to do, it'll probably depend on how busy he is. If you go in and you're only a customer and you bought a couple coins real quick, he might chit-chat with you for a while if he's not doing much of nothing else. And he might chit-chat with you for 20-30 minutes. The coin dealer I went to buy this seated Liberty 50-cent coin, when I bought it from him, after I bought it, we started talking. He's close to his closing time, which was noon on a Saturday, but he stood there talking and kept talking, and I didn't want to, say, hey, didn't want to interrupt him, let him talk. And we talked, and I added stuff to the conversation. And it's probably about a half hour after his usual closing time before I left. But, your experience in a coin shop will vary due to, how busy he is. He's got several customers. He may not want to sit around and talk too long. And don't ask a ton of questions, on your first visit. Just do a little pre-studying before you go and you want to look at a coin and buy it. And tell him what you want to look at. If you go in and say dollar coins and he hands you this, you just go through and buy a couple of them. Take cash, because oftentimes if you want to use a credit card, they will charge you a little extra because they have to pay a fee to run a card over the and that's a fairly common peace dollar. There are 22. But that is generally what will happen when you go into a coin shop.